Hey, if you don't have email marketing as part of your mix of marketing channels for your business, I'm gonna be less likely to say yes to taking you as a paid media client. Well, let me explain what I mean. Email is a really great channel to reach customers on and generate return on investment for your business. When you combine that with paid advertising, with paid media, it is beautiful. And I, as a marketing person, will love you for having that, especially if your email marketing is proven to work really well and it's not just like your obligatory subscribe to our newsletter just stuffed in the bottom of your footer. It genuinely helps with your paid ads. It helps because it gives us a positive indicator that something on your website works. And if we can grow your audience by sending people to your email newsletter, that's proof that a piece of your marketing works. That also helps us to build audiences with meta ads. We can use that audience of people who subscribed to your email newsletter. We can use them because those people are warmly interested in your business and what you do. We can use that to create ads to retarget those people. Now, for some, that may sound a little bit uncomfortable, collecting people's email addresses so you can send ads to them. If you're not okay with doing that, you're more than welcome to run your business and run ads without collecting email addresses. But in any case, I recommend that everyone who does business online has an email list, especially if your source of traffic or your source of new audience members is something like a Facebook page or an Instagram page. The problem with relying on that as your only source of new leads or new audience members is that it may be very good and you may be doing a good job with it, but you don't own that platform and it can be taken away from you in the blink of an eye. There's I may have to include sources for this in the notes, but there's been instances where people, the only way that they got business was through their Instagram page or their social media page, and it could get hacked, it could get shut down. People these days get falsely tagged as being a bot or going against community guidelines, not because they were a bot, because they went against community guidelines. It just, the algorithm decided in its quote unquote wisdom that the page was dodgy even though it wasn't. Stuff like that can happen. But if you got your own email list, you own that database, that information belongs to you. You can download that list and transfer it to another email platform if the one that you're using isn't good anymore. And hopefully you take backups of that list and keep it somewhere safe and private in case the platform disappears. But they're not really they're way less likely to be shut down randomly than a Facebook page or an Instagram page. But yeah, coming back to what I said at the start, email is just a really great, reliable way to reach audience members. If you put a post up on Instagram, that may get to 4 to 10% of the people who are following you on a good day. The algorithm is just crazy like that. It just, when you post there, it absolutely does not go to 100% of your followers. That is truth. Unless you go viral somehow, but you can't really force things to go viral. But if you like send an email, that email will go to hopefully 100% of your subscribers, and maybe like 30% opened email, but like that's still a higher percentage than the 4 or 5% who saw your Instagram post. So hopefully you see what I'm getting at here. Also, like the people who are on your email list, like they tend to be pretty loyal. Depending on what kind of business you're in, like sometimes a person can be on your email list for a number of months or years before they actually hand over money to you, and that, like, I've said this before, but like honestly, if you meet me for the first time tomorrow and want to pay me for a service the next day, that's cool. But if you like met me online 5 years ago and have been following all my social media stuff and on my emails, and like 5 years later you're ready to buy from me, like that's awesome too. Like you're all welcome here. And I would like to see that kind of attitude with businesses who are online. Yeah, even if it takes a while for your email list to take off, like it's pretty powerful, and there's pretty cool things you can do with it. And I I know that it can be really annoying, like if you're on a shopping website and you look at something and then a couple of hours later it's like, oh hey, you forgot about this. But those things are actually proven to work, like abandoned carts and we saw you looking at blah blah blah, like that. We wouldn't be doing that stuff if it wasn't proven to work. And yeah, I know it's annoying, but it works. And like same with other sorts of businesses too. Like I encourage using email for a variety of reasons. It could be that you're selling a type of like a machine that needs parts replaced every now and then, something that requires a new filter or whatever. I can't really think of an example off the top of my head, but things that need to be resupplied, topped up, replacement parts. If you can get in people's inboxes and remind them that you exist, like that saves them having to Google a new supplier for those things if the place where they originally bought that thing from can provide the replacement bit or the refill or whatever. Like that is a great use of email. So I hope that I've convinced you to use email in your marketing, if you're not, and perhaps if you are, I've opened you up to some ideas of how you could possibly use it. So I am not an email marketing provider. I can certainly make recommendations on what sort of platform you use or how you use email, but at this point in time where I'm recording this, I'm not really doing that, although I can answer questions if you have any to do with email marketing. And if you have any questions to do with paid advertising, paid media, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads, please feel free to reach out. You can find me via my website. It's just my name, Lou Kozlevchar. The address is loukoz.com, LOUKOZ.com. I hope this was informative, and I wish you all the best on your business journey.